there's been so much focus on bushfires this month, as there should be. However, I've been very keen to keep tabs on that other horrific natural disaster, which has gone a lot longer than the bushfires, drought. And as I hosted my program here each night over the past 6 weeks, I got the message loud and clear from drought-stricken farmers that they were extremely concerned that government may have forgotten them. While they understood the need to deal with the fire emergency and the relief effort and the rebuild, I interviewed some very dejected farmers on various issues who hoped similar support would also come to them. Well, help has arrived twofold this week. Areas of Queensland, New South Wales and WA have seen the first real downpours of rain for years. For some, it was even a follow-up on initial falls from about 2 weeks ago. And just as welcome, Prime Ministerial attention. Today, Scott Morrison travelled to Orange and Blaney in regional New South Wales, which, by the way, copped almost 80 mils of rain over the weekend, to get an update on the drought. A newly formed Drought and Flood Advisory Board met for the very first time. And on the same day, he's announced an extra 52 local councils will receive up to $1 million each from a $47 million extension to that Drought Communities Programme. Now,
I want to assure all Australians who have been devastated and impacted by the terrible drought that has ravaged our country, not for months, but for years and years and years, that you have not left our thoughts and our plans and our responses for a second. You are very much keenly in our focus in ensuring that you continue to get the support that you need to get through this drought, to get to the other side and to rebuild.
It is so important that rural Australia hears this today. This is precisely what farmers need, apart from more of the wet stuff from above, of course. And councils, which service towns of fewer than 1,000 people, are also included in this latest provision. In quite a smart move, this funding will resource tourism projects, so that will encourage people to get out to the bush, and new infrastructure, and these are vital to kickstarting jobs, which have gone by the wayside and sustained their ailing economies. There's $10 million in there too to pay for kids' education in 4 of our states, and that is perfect timing with schools reopening later this week. The government cannot forget those who put food on our tables. But the Water Minister, David Littleproud, is again challenging state governments to stump up as well.
Do say the states again and again. I keep on saying they can please complement us with our programs, with complementing this by paying the rates of farmers and small businesses to these local councils, to give them a rate holiday, to take away the Crown leasehold, to take away payroll tax. This is an opportunity for states to complement what the federal government's done. This is our opportunity to lead with us, to take our hand. This isn't about politics. This is about us all taking a stake in the future of these communities and working together.
He's like a broken record, and that's not denigrating what he's saying. Where are the states matching this funding? They are deafeningly quiet on drought. The rural sector needs a lot of TLC from here because the rains have returned, as everyone knew they would, and farmers are in this critical mode of recovery. The government needs to actually monitor January and February rains very closely too, because needs will change from district to district. And as an example, while he was in Orange today, the Prime Minister, he was there talking about the mud and the water, but they had follow-up rains over the weekend and something in excess of 100 mils over that 2-week period. Whereas nearby in Forbes, it had a bone-dry Australia Day weekend. In those fluky circumstances, who would want to be a farmer?